including my humble self standing here, all the politicians in northern Nigeria in the last 15 years, we should be held accountable to what is happening in northern Nigeria in terms of poverty, unemployment, lack of education, lack of security. As of 2016, some of us that live here in Kaduna, and Northwest in particular, were not aware of anything called banditry, kidnappings, or insurgency. If there's anybody here who is aware of that, can also attest to the fact that as of 2016, not 2019, 16, there was nothing like kidnappings even in Benogwari. I can tell you that for a fact. What went wrong?
Jovika TV.
Hello and welcome. My name is Joe Vika and I'm broadcasting from Joe Vika TV. The trending thing is the declaration of war on the planned genocide against Christianity in Nigeria, the ongoing genocide annihilation that have been going on in Nigeria for more than 16 years, where Christians have recorded a lot of loss. And recently, the President of America decided to wade into the matter by promising, it's a promise, to send he has already told the Pentagon to get ready for military action against Nigeria. This has sparked up a lot of reaction from so many quarters. I heard somebody like Gege say, no, we don't need Americans, because we are capable of handling our problem. According to Gege, that our problem has never grown out of our hand. And I want to ask Gege, for 16 good years or more than, you know how to solve a problem. You don't want to solve it until a foreigner started wading into the matter. Gege, you must be out of your senses. You know, one thing with these people that are making this statement, it is somehow comfortable with them. They don't feel for other people. They don't have feeling for other people. Because when you find yourself, you have climbed to the top of the ladder, you can stand on that pedestal to start to speak. But without remembering there are people who are who their life is at stake, who keep losing their life. Because you are not from that Christian community where this will come to exercise their way of annihilation. And that's why you can tell us Nigeria can handle it. And I'll ask you how and when. I also heard a very dark man reacting to this particular trend, saying that he said it in a polite way. He said that how he wished that Nigeria will march to stop this particular buying in Nigeria. Yes, everybody wishes the same. But you remember, if Nigerian government can defeat two great protests, NSAS protests and the end-back protests, they use their machinery, they sponsor protests against protests, they buy people, the people lost their life. If Nigerian government can stop that protest, I don't think there's any protest that will not be bloodied as that one. So saying that we should have marched to stop it is foul. It is another venue for them to increase in their bloodbath, losing life. Because Nigerian government, more especially APC, they take pleasure when people lose their life. They don't care. Remember the massacre at Benue? In the heat of that particular massacre, President Tinubu left for France. I was hearing the news from France. This is somebody that will solve problem. Now, issue of Donald Trump coming, somebody may not take it as a play. You remember when he threatened to attack Kuwait? Am I correct? Yes. When Israel sent a strike against them, he called them and told them, please, no war, let there be peace. Under 3 days, Piam, he smashed their weaponry, the depot for where they manufacture their weapon, nuclear weapon. That is Donald Trump for you. He believes in action, not talking. Now, I also heard a reaction from Asari Dokubo telling him to come. Asari Dokubo, are you kidding me? Alhaji Mohidi or Asari, are you kidding me that the America should come? Instead of you to prevail on your government to take a decisive action, and then you are going to turn it into a religious war, calling America, President Trump, different names, a lunatic. You and him, who is a lunatic? I'm sorry. Listen to him before I continue.
Men. This sick lunatic. And that's why when they talk about America is a sick country, a country of mad people, insane people. And that's why they can elect a mad, insane idiot, a lunatic.
That is Asari Dokubo there, threatening or spill fire against the President of America. I also heard the reaction from Femi Fani-Kayode. And I remember Femi Fani-Kayode, remember you are one of those who prophesied, if I may use that word prophecy, or predicted that Donald Trump is coming back. He's your friend, but now because now he is speaking for those, your government you support, because you want a position for this government, which they have never given to you. That is why now you speak out. You want to say, I insulting Donald Trump, the same man you supported, because you are looking for a position in the government. Now, my concern, among all this reaction, my only pen is Christian Association of Nigeria. You can see it on the news, where they debunked that the Christians are not being killed. Hey. Some say both Muslim and Christian are killed. Fine. If Muslim and Christian are losing their life, what have the government done to stop it? Which life do you supposed to lose? Is it when the Muslims are losing and these people are losing, then the America should relax? So if you think that both Muslims are losing, let the America come and stop it. But Christian Association of Nigeria turned to say it is a lie, it is fallacy because of political reason. Under the leadership of Bishop Oko, I am completely disappointed. In fact, Khan simply means to me Christian assassinators of Nigeria. Yes, Christian assassinators of Nigeria under this man. Bishop Oko, remember on the day during the time of Pontius Pilate that he was crucified. It is your regime that this name, I am privileged or I am inspired to name this particular organization Christian Assassinators of Nigeria, because you are not doing your bidding, because you are political, because you are so quiet. A lot of things are going wrong. So many of you have seen this reverend who have taken the point to voice out. He even said, and I quote, that if anything happens to him, nobody should contribute a dime. What a sacrifice. It is as a result of him reacting, the government of America heard his voice. That is when to call somebody who wants to lay his life for others to survive. It is at the point of him voicing out, the whole thing came to limelight. I also remember the Bishop of Otubo, in Benue State, who also visited America. Look at him. They all went and voiced out. These are what is expected of our religious leaders. Daddy Adeboye, a figure like you should have lended your voice in this matter, but unfortunately, you decide to keep mute. But during the time of Jonathan, you were so vocal. You took decisive action. You never prayed alone, because prayer without action is stupidity. That is my coining. So in that time, you took prayer and you took action. You went to the street. You protested. You stood against Jonathan. But during the time of Bola Tinubu, you turned it that it's a prayer time, no action. Even in the case of all these people, during the time when your president APC started, because of your member Osibajo was the vice president, you were so quiet. When they slaughtered and kidnapped most of your pastors and members, I saw it. People like Daddy Kumuyi has kept quiet continuously. Now in this time he's reacting. Why? Because your brother is in power. That is religious tribalism. That is unfair. You kept quiet. Now you are speaking that no, the America should not come. That is unfair, my pastor. I have my respect for you guys. You guys have paid your dues, your age, your experience, your knowledge, your anointing. I don't doubt it. I have respect. But the area of keeping quiet in when Christians are being quiet continuously is very, very heartbreaking. A member of Deeper Love was murdered in Koblo while preaching in Abuja. Nothing was done about it. Just because he was preaching. How many cases of this nature do we mention? But just because of your people are in power, you guys decide to keep quiet. I may be wrong, I'm correct, but the truth of the matter, your silence is becoming so loud. Now, coming to this issue, when Donald Trump speaks, it's not a threat.
They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
And they have this particular special aircraft that they call Spirit. B123, thereabout. This thing moves in the fastest speed you can never imagine. Whenever they want to strike, when they take off here, under 2 few hours, they're already at the destination, no matter the location. And if care is not taken, anything can happen. I want to advise President Tinubu. He's an old man like you. Both of you are elderly. What you need to do is not to go and start speaking and having a meeting with him. Take action. You can fight these people as you claim. Fight the people. When it has to do with borrowing money, you people will go and remember outside. When it has to do to go to hospital for your health, you remember outside. You travel outside the country. When it has to do to go and save your money you have looted, you go and save it outside the country. When it has to do with schooling your children, you go and put your children outside the country. Whenever that is good that you need, good hospital, whatever, they are all situated outside, refinery, outside. But when it has to do for these people to come inside, the foreigners outside to come and help the masses inside this is a sovereign country. Shame on government of Nigeria. Shame, shame, shame. No apology. Take it up with me. Shame on government of Nigeria. You guys are failure. Anybody supporting this government, evil will reach you. Because as long as this government are keeping quiet, evil is manifesting, and you can continue, you will see that evil will also be part of you. In the midst of this particular threat to strike Nigeria, you had the statement of President Tinubu. Please listen to him in case you haven't heard him.
And we have no fear of whatever Trump is doing on the other side. And I've just signed off on a huge mechanization, program that every region we have a mechanized center for agric mechanization and have trainees and all of that. That is our path to food sovereignty.
He is busy talking about agriculture. Remember the same agriculture that people who cannot go to farm because of bandits. The same agriculture you told us about the food. You started from your competitor in agriculture. But at the same time, this is the worst time we are having food crisis, food scarcity. We are talking about people's life being buried every day. There are Trump, food agriculture. President Tinubu, you still have time to amend your way. You still have time to redeem your name. But if it is failure, you are already failing. You started failing right from Buhari because you brought him into power. You said it is your turn. It is your turn to buy the remaining Christians. Is that what they're saying? Is it your turn to cause more harm to Nigerians? Is it your turn to destroy Nigerians with the part that remains? Right? Rewrite the song. Change the handwriting on the wall so that your name will be in remembrance for good. This is where I'm going to stop this broadcast for now. Share this video. Let it go to the appropriate authorities. I remain Joe Vika. God bless you.
Joe Vika TV.
Poised to reach you with the truth.